Hey guys, how's it going? This is Autobot JCB here again for a brand new How to Transform video. In today's video, we're going to be jumping back into 2007 because today I'm going to be showing you how to transform the 2007 Transformers Voyager class Incinerator. As you guys can see here, Incinerator's vehicle mode is modeled after the V-22 tilt-rotor Osprey helicopter, which is typically used by the United States Air Force. Now, what's unique about this helicopter mode is that it has the ability to do a vertical takeoff, but then as it goes to fly, it can actually tilt these rotors forward, which will then allow it to propel itself faster to get where it needs to go in a hurry. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go over a couple of details that Incinerator has while he's in his vehicle mode, and then we will get on to transformation. All right, so let's go ahead and bring Incinerator in for a close-up. Now, like I was saying, this Incinerator's vehicle mode is based off the V-22 Osprey helicopter. And like I was saying, the tilt rotor function, as the helicopter lifts up off the ground, what the pilot can do is actually tilt these rotors so they both turn forward, and it allows the plane to basically fly like the helicopter to fly like an actual airplane. And then when he's ready to land, he just tilts the rotors back up, and then he can do a straight vertical landing. And then when he needs to take off again, he can do a vertical takeoff and do the same thing all over again. Personally, I think that's kind of a neat feature that we actually have like a 2-in-1 for military aircraft like that. If you look right here at the top, you'll see that he has the Decepticon symbol right there in between on these stripes. Now, I don't know. I know I have some figures that actually have the Decepticon symbol with like the stripes, or they're in like a diamond pattern or some type of shape. I don't know if that signifies like the type of rank or level of rank that the figure actually has, but I still think it's kind of neat that they will actually add that just as kind of a cosmetic thing to make it stand out from other figures, to make it seem like, hey, I'm at a higher rank than this guy. Check out what I have for a decal. Something like that. All right. Coming down right here to the front, you'll notice the canopy for the cockpit has this really nice clear plastic for the window right here. I definitely like the fact that they have the blue and the purple mixed in. Now, if I remember right, this Incinerator figure is actually from the Allspark Power subline of the 2007 toy line, which I think is pretty neat because there are now that I think about it, I have no idea how many figures are part of that subline, but it's still nice when I can actually get a hold of one. Now, unfortunately, due to the age of this figure, the mechanism inside here does not actually work, so these rotors do not turn. Now, typically, when you'd get this brand new, or if you get one that's in good shape, this radar dish on the back, you could pull it, and what it would do is it would actually make these props spin. And they could spin while they're upright, they could spin while they're forward. And when you have Incinerator transformed, the rotors will actually become his arms, and the trigger still works in virtually any position that you have them in. Now, like I said, unfortunately, mine doesn't work. It's just because of the age of the toy. This is a 17-year-old toy. The fact that I managed to keep it in one piece is actually surprising, because some of my figures have been not so fortunate. All right, getting back on details. If you look right here, you'll see that they added quite a bit of detailing with like paneling and stuff like that. If you flip him over to the bottom, you'll see that he's got all the landing gear, and these flip up and flip down just like an actual helicopter, which I think is a nice attention to detail. Coming around to the back, you'll see that they added some detailing for like where the tail stabilizer, where the fins for the tail stabilizer would be. Unfortunately, these are just really decoration. They don't really turn or anything. But yeah, other than that, I actually think that Incinerator's vehicle mode is really good. I love the amount of detail, and I love that when the first movie was coming out, they made all of the Decepticons basically like authority or military type. Gave them authority type vehicle modes to make them look more menacing and they stand out more. Whereas the Autobots just pick cars so they can blend in. Although I think it's a little obvious they stand out since they're all like super fancy cars and trucks, but either way, it's still cool. All right. So getting back on topic, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get Incinerator transformed. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come right here, and if it helps, you can stand him up on his tail just to kind of give him a little bit of a foot to stand on. What we're going to do first is we're going to flip up all of his landing gear just like that and just like that. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to take this seam right here. We're going to grab right here on the top, and we're going to go ahead and pull it apart just like this. If it'll behave. Incinerator's joints or the pins that actually hold all this stuff in here is really tight. I think the first time I had to do this, I actually had to use a butter knife to do it. But let's see if he'll behave today. Oh, there's one. Okay, so we got one right there. We'll just go ahead and fold that out partially just like that. We'll come over here. We're going to do the same thing and fold that out just like that. And there we go. There's that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring this forward right here. And what we'll do, well, we'll bring it partially forward, because then what we're going to do is we're going to grab this piece right here and we'll flip it out and then flip this up just like this. So we'll do that. And then we'll come over here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to flip it partially out. And we're going to flip this piece up out of the way. Flip this piece out right here. And now what we'll do is we'll bring these all the way down just like this, because these pieces will actually form his legs. So now what we'll do is we got him folded down. So we'll go ahead and give him a quarter turn forward just like that. The part on his toe does actually turn, but it really doesn't do anything. But once we have that folded, what we'll do is you'll see that there's a little panel right here. If you push that in with your finger and get that flipped in, that will allow this to swing all the way down, and then it'll kind of click over into place, and that will form like his leg guard, whatever you want to call it. And then what we can do is we come down here, flip this up right here, and there we have this foot. So there we have one of Incinerator's legs all set to go. All right, we'll come over to the other side here. Get this turned just like this. As you can see, that just kind of flipped out on its own. But we'll get that panel pushed in right there. Bring this down just like this. And then flip this piece up just like that. And there we have Incinerator's legs already done and ready to go. He's getting there. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to come right here. We're going to grab the exhaust for the helicopter prop. Now, there's a little hole right in here. Actually, where's it at? Yeah, it's that hole right there. I apologize. What that'll do is that'll actually just sit nicely onto this pin right here. So we'll just go ahead and spin it over just like that. As you guys can see there, as I did that, that did turn, because it does still kind of work in here, but it just doesn't work with the trigger. What we'll do now is we'll come over to the other side, do the exact same thing, bring it over and kind of click it in. Now what we'll do, we're not ready for that yet. We're going to come right here where this hook is, and we're going to go ahead and pop it off just like that, and then swing what will become his arm all the way out, just like that. And we'll come around to the other side, disconnect it, and bring it out. Now what we'll do is we'll bring this piece down right here, and we'll give his elbow a little bit of a turn there, excuse me. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, bring the shoulder down, turn the arm. Because now what we'll do is we're going to come right here and bring down the canopy. Now this actually has an automorph gimmick. What you can do is when you bring it down, it'll actually fit snug into a groove right here on his waist. So we'll go ahead and bring this down. Now as you do, this plate that's right here will actually make contact with this plate. So as you push in, his chest will actually open up and form, and the canopy of the cockpit will actually split in half and form on either side of his chest. So we'll go ahead and bring it down. It doesn't like to do it for mine because mine's so old, but here, let me see. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. So, see, it likes to spring back up. All right, there we go. And now one thing you can do is as you do this, you'll see that there is a little pin right here just above his waist. That will actually clip around the end here. So what we'll do is we'll bring this down, push this in, and then hold his legs with your fingers, and then just click that into place just like that, which will lock that connection into place. And we'll go ahead and bring his arm back down. And there we have Incinerator, transformed and ready to go. Like I was saying, guys, the pin inside the mechanism, the inside the trigger for the props does not work. I really wish I could show you it. I don't know if... Oh, I guess I kind of got it to work there. Hey, there you go. You guys got to see it. All right. Posability-wise, he does actually have a fair bit of posability. He has a great shoulder joints. He has... he can swivel on his shoulder. He has great elbow articulation. So you can actually put him in a variety of different poses to make him look even more intimidating. One thing I absolutely love is the fact that his head actually looks like it has a flight helmet on. And I love the light piping that they put in his head just to give him more character. Like if you shine a light through the back of his head, you'll get a really good glowing effect, which I think is nice. Overall, I think Incinerator is a great figure to have in your collection. I do wish they could have done a little bit more with the color. Maybe gave him like some scorch marks or something from like engine exhaust, whatever. But overall, I love this figure. I love having it in my collection. But anyway, guys, so there we go. That is the 2007 Transformers Voyager class Incinerator. If you guys have any other ideas for other Transformers you'd like me to try and do in the future, please comment below, even hit the like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I am going to tell you that this is going to be my last video for 2024, but don't worry, once we get going into next year, I will have plenty more videos because I've got a whole bunch of figures that I just pulled out of storage, so I will keep you guys entertained as long as you guys keep coming back for new videos. So, until next year, everybody have a happy new year, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.